So my name is Dennis Burian. I am a photographer from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I started out in photography in the 80s. My wife bought me my first camera when she noticed the intricacies of some work that I was doing building fishing rods, using a lot of different colored weaving patterns on those rods, and she decided that she thought I might be an artist, and so she bought me my first camera. And I've been shooting ever since. I am still shooting on film. All of my images start with a silver gelatin negative, and they are printed on silver gelatin papers in my home darkroom. Because I have a home darkroom, I am allowed the freedom and the latitude to explore different chemistries and different toners and alternative developing methods, still on silver gelatin papers, but my images are all black and white paper, but they may have a lot of color in them because of some of the chemistries and toning that I'm using with those. So I've been shooting film since the 80s. The only digital camera that I own is the one on my cell phone. Let's see. I've done a couple of different printing workshops. I've been to the Quartz Mountain workshop in the fall, which is the workshop that they do down there for teachers and adults. And I did a printing workshop with Conrad Eck down there. And then I've taken a 2-week printing workshop with Jim McGargy at the Maine Media Workshops up in Maine, in Rockport, Maine. And those workshops, other than those workshops, I'm relatively self-taught. My subject matter tends to, so I do a lot of work in rural America. Of course, I live in Oklahoma, so a lot of my work is from rural Oklahoma. A common theme in the work that I do in rural Oklahoma is thinking about the way the evolution of small towns and small town America as reflected in the evolution of small town Oklahoma, where people have been reinventing themselves and reinventing their cities and their towns pretty much since they got here. And so they repurpose a building. It may have originally been a hardware store, and then it became a pharmacy, and now it's the local grocery store. Those kinds of things. So that kind of reuse and recycling and evolution of towns and the way that towns change over the years. Not always for the best, as we all know. Small town America has been struggling lately and will probably continue to struggle just because of economic conditions, but nonetheless, that's a common topic for me, which is not to say that I don't shoot landscapes. I do take advantage of the beauty around us in landscapes. One of my great frustrations these days is capturing the prairie. The prairie is a big, flat, wide open space, and it's difficult to find an interesting composition and an interesting subject in the prairies, but I continue to try to do that, and will probably continue trying to do that until I die. So what else was there?
How the website?
Oh, so if you're more interested in my work, my website is dennisburianphoto.com, DennisBurian photo.com. You can find me on Facebook page as Dennis M. Burian, and I'm represented at Contemporary Art Gallery in Oklahoma City as well.